especially this time of day. It's coming up for tea time. So this is a £36. It's the smallest forcing bell that we do, forcing jar, or cloche, whatever you want to call it, that we make. It's about 20 inches tall. Well, I don't measure them really these days because we don't make them for wholesale, so they're kind of sold individually. So whether it's 20 and a half or 19 and a half, that's all right. That's why I like inches. There's a lot of leeway. I hate it when I get products and it's stated in millimeters. Anyway, so up and down with these, and the thing is, these have no base, so it literally is a bell. And it's the same width as the bat. So that's it centered on. And then open out. So this is a very wild clay, because they're coming to the end of my pot clay. I've had to mix in a bit of what the clay that we normally use for tiles, which isn't as good a clay as I use for pots. For pots we only take completely just the very top layer. So this has got a bit of all sorts in it. So as you can see, I'm colouring in from the left. The reason I colour in from the left, it's very effective because you're using the power of the wheel. It's not something you could do on a kick wheel. You would probably come to a standstill. But on the power wheel, where the clay is coming towards you, you can sort of use that. So it doesn't take as much effort to push up the clay. You're pushing up as opposed to pulling it up. As you can see, Missy's in the background there. She's a bit annoyed because I'm surrounded by wetness today. And I'm completely soaked as well. So I've got a wooden rib, round rib on the inside, and my steel ribs on the outside. And the reason I get so filthy is, as you can see, my right wrist is right up against my body, and I kind of use my body to brace my arms. I used to be able to throw a bit further out, but I had a heart bypass a few years ago, so it meant that when I came back to throwing, I'd lost all of the sort of initial muscle that had taken years to build. So I had to come back and kind of work a bit close to my body. So that brace, I use much more of my body than just my arms. It's much more difficult for me to do that, than to be able to do that. So last pull up with the rib on the inside, and kind of broaden the pot out, give it a bit of a shoulder. These aren't a quick pot to make. So these are for forcing chicory or any other small, I suppose, a very early rhubarb. So put the foot ring on. Up. So I've changed ribs. I'm using a rib that I first learned to use when I've started with metal ribs. So this is a copy of a rib used by George Curtis, who was one of the last proper big ware throwers in the north of England. And that's nearly done. Just put a pattern on the bottom. And then it'll have a lid. So yeah, so that's I think it's a 36 pound weight of clay